What is this mail? Let's have a look at it. From John Titor. Let's read it. If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM 5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I'm indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone into the year 2000, but it is possible I may go there later. There are three possible explanations. First, the John Titor who has appeared in 2000 is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000 later, write about things you've told me about. But of course, that was of course a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional, or making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set aside this possibility. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean that 10 years ago, you existed on a different world line, like the one we're on now. However, that raises an issue. When world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from past to future, in order to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to attain memories of a previous world line, unless you too are a time traveller, that is. Do you have any idea what could be the cause? I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines. Everything's falling into place. Huh? What's she talking about? Mira looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm frantically assembling the pieces in my mind. John Titor, CERN, the time machine. These things are all connected. And now I have another piece of a puzzle. I shiver my own brilliance. Daru, I think I know how we can read that program. Seriously? How? I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. I attach it to a message. Does this code look familiar? And send it to Titor. A mysterious database inside CERN. A program unlike anything the super hacker Daru has ever seen. Its true form is... My hunch is correct. John Titor should know. What? There's no way. Say what you like, we'll know soon enough. We wait for Titor's reply. It's only been a few minutes, feels like an eternity to me. It's here! I quickly open my mail. That's written in a proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher it with an IBM 5100. Its contents are enough to raise goosebumps on my entire body. Just as I suspected. Huh? I was right, Daru. I know where the data comes from. An IBM 5100. But Retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to market in 75, nobody knew it save a few IBM engineers. That function was first brought to light by John Titor, who appeared in 2000. And a while after Titor posted about it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to a hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Susan about this only yesterday. Mysterious, strange, yellow-eyed girl strikes again. Now it's a dead programming language, only decipherable with an IBM 5100. What an incredible coincidence. Wait a second. If the existence of this language came to light because of Titor in year 2000, if Titor didn't come back to year 2000 in this timeline, nobody would have realised that computer special thing until now. So, how does she know about it? I'm confident she's either Titor or has a connection to Titor. A prime example of synchronicity at work. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings. No, I say. This discovery of ours is inevitable from the start. For this is a choice of Steins Gate. Wait, so CERN has an IBM 5100 database? Those machines aren't compatible with any modern software, why would they do something like that? Answer me this. What is the best way to secure a machine against external cracking? We'll make it a standalone, of course. Gary quickly latches onto the intent of my question.
IBN 5100でしか解読できないなら、それは疑似的なスタンドアローンってわけか。
If only IBM 5100s can read it, then I guess that's kind of standalone. Which means that CERN's keeping their most important secrets hidden there. How do you know about its hidden function anyway? It is recorded in my brain's extensive Index Librorum Prohibitorium. Oh, interestingly, that isn't actually red texted. That was one which I would expect to get red texted. The Index Librorum Prohibitorium. The catalogue of prohibited books. Also the name of a girl which contains it. Titor said it to himself 10 years ago, but Daryl wouldn't believe me if I never told him the truth. Very original. I ignore Daryl's retort. Mayuri, we have important matters to discuss. Assemble. Huh? I can hear you from here. Mayuri's sewing. She doesn't get off the sofa. It doesn't matter where you can hear or not. This meeting concerns the fate of a future gadget laboratory. Nay, the future of mankind. So I want to feel more secretive, like we're scheming or something. It's important that we stay closely to the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault. Mayushi won't participate in your evil schemes. Well, I can't have everything my way. Listen, you two. Henceforth, the future Gadget's laboratory will be in emergency top secret operations. This shall be the first stage in our war against the dark powers that manipulate the world from the shadows. Our enemy is CERN, a scientific institute engaged in the most evil research imaginable. Echoing, you're too loud, and I've been up all night. Crap, I guess I'm being too loud. That kind of ruins the whole secret feeling. And windows open too. If Susa has down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So turn it down a notch. Understand? The world has no need for two mad scientists. Before they can get ahead of us, we must stay with them. Who are they? You know. Them. Mayushi doesn't get it at all. Basically, we must obtain the Phantom Retro PC, the IBM 5100, said to be located somewhere in Akiba. I made a magnificent declaration, but Daryl just rubs his eyes and Mayuri returns her to her needlework. Damn it, is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here. How come you aren't excited? I'll pass on a search. Seriously, I'm tired. Besides, I want to keep climbing CERN server. That's true. Well, you're the only one who can do it, Daryl, so I'm going to leave it to you. So, the IBM 5100 investigation shall consist of Mayuri and me. I can't. Mayuri makes an apologetic face. I have to make costumes and I have work too. So basically, you two are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time. Fine, I'll manage them alone somehow. It's useless to try and stop me, understand? Are you going to do things bad again? Nah, it's all talk. Leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out the lab. I step onto a street. Immediately a bicycle skids stop in front of me.
Hi, Okabe Rintaro.
Hiya, Okabe Rintaro. As soon as I gets off a bicycle, it gives me a strange greeting. I want to ask her, are you an American or something? But I'm distracted by a shiny bicycle. The same bicycle was in front of a brawn tube workshop yesterday. I guess it belongs to her. Wonder how much it set her back. I mean, it does look pretty expensive. Pretty nice technique there. Bicycles are fun, aren't they? I've never ridden one before coming here. You've never ridden a bicycle? Oh, message from Faris. What you got to say, Faris? Don't tell me you plan to face them head on, but I will turn Akibub into a sea of blood. Nyan, restrain yourself, Kyoma. Nope. I've ridden motorcycles before though. Isn't that backwards? Weird girl. And what's that flashy braking back there? I think it'd be pretty dangerous if she did that all the way through town. Beginner's gotta get cocky and get into accidents. You see that pattern all the time. They're going to at full speed, at least wear a helmet. Going to work now? Yep. The brawn tube workshop shutters are open, but the shop itself never opens until around 11 or 12. I don't know exactly when, but it seems to change when Mr. Brawn's removed. That's perfect. There's something we need to talk about. I need to go shopping for business. Just what does this company old brawn tube workshop need to get ready? Nothing really. Jeez. I was mindlessly sweeping in front of a shop, I clean inside, the boss gets angry. Everything's where it needs to be, he says. So it's playing her not to clean. Something's wrong with that guy. So, hear me out then. Oh, I'm so tired. In other words, she doesn't feel like talking. I glare at her. You would be unwise to anger me. Stop me right now. My glare's not very effective. Doesn't flat falter at all. I still maintain my stern expression and nod. Then go ahead. Susan shrugs his shoulders and knocks the bicycle when she turns to me. But keep it short, okay? Where's the IBM 5100? No intel yet. What? I don't know. Oh! But by the way you talked yesterday, it sure sounded like you knew. Now I know someone who knows. Then take me to them. I won't take no for an answer. Refuse, I'll show you a living hell. I can't. Come on, I even said to show you a living hell. I can't introduce you even if I wanted to. What do you mean? Don't tell me we're imaginary. They've been dead for years. I'm sorry. Nah, it's okay. Anyway, there's nothing I can tell you, honestly. I'm hoping you can tell me something. Do her pats me on my shoulders. Funny. Think I've been one supposed to cheer her up. Just then, Mr. Brawn opens the door and makes his appearance. Hey, part-timer. It's only your third day and you're late. Sorry, boss. The streets were a little crowded this morning. I'm not going to take it seriously. I can always give you a boot here. As for Yokobe, don't you lay a finger on my part-timer. Aren't you the lecherous one here, Mr. Brawn? Why you? Just try something like that in front of an A? I'll murder you. You gotta keep my honor as a father. Besides, I ain't got no use for a skinny kid like her. What was that? Take that back, boss. I think she's perfect. I mean, look at her. Got a wonderful body, a nice body. Susan's actually mad now. What? You mad?
私はガキじゃない。
I'm not a kid, I'm a
一人前の
warrior.
戦士だよ。
Huh? What are you talking about? Susan's burning passion as a manager shocked. I, on the other hand, am impressed. On impulse, I take Suzuha's hand and grasp it firmly. I like the look in your eyes, you part-time warrior. They shine with a radiance of a beast unseen in modern men. Never forget the eyes of yours, and you should surely change class from part-time warrior to true warrior.
っていうか、
I'm
私は
already
も
a
う戦士なん
warrior.
だけど。
Stay diligent in your training, you shall have a place on my side on the field of Ragnarok.
ラグナロック？
Ragnarok? Suzuha confused.
何それ？
What's that? The final battle against CERN.
そんなの起きる予定
You
があ
have
る
something
の？
about that, like, planned?
あるなら
Count me in if you
ぜひ参加す
do,
るけど、
but I've never heard of
聞い
it.
たことないな。
Of course you haven't. The first time I revealed it, but I should be one to initiate Ragnarok, and the world should be reborn.
おー。
Wow, you sure are brave,
岡部
Okabe
倫太郎って
Rintowo.
勇ましいじゃん。
You're frail,
どう
but
せ失
I
敗
like
す
your
るだろう
spirit.
けど、その心私の仲間も君ぐらい気
I wish my comrades were as spirited as you were. Apparently Susan has comrades. I'd like her to introduce me. That way I can form my personal army of Phoenix Crusaders. Wait a sec. Why does she assume I'll fail at Ragnarok? Looks like I need to instill a fear of her and Kyoma into this girl. Why do I storage? I'm nothing but weirdos. Damn. Whatever, part-timer, just come inside. Come in.
じゃあね、岡部倫太郎。
Later, Okabe Rintowo. Suzuha waves and winks at me as she heads inside the store.
おかり
Wait up, I'll go in. Then Mayoi comes down the stairs, passing Suzuha. So you're going to help me search after all? That's a loud mem spirit. Ah, no, that's not it.
違うよ。
I was thinking about buying
昼ご
lunch.
飯を買ってこようかと思って。
So she really is a glutton. It's not even lunchtime yet. So, where do you plan on going? Let's go on a date with the next episode, shall we? Bye bye.